Hope you're well. We're in the hours heading up to Shavuos of Matan Torah, Kabbalistic Torah. The Tzaddikim say that for those that are sensitive, Kabbalistic Torah, receiving of the Torah happens new each year. For those that are able to hear it, for those that are ready to receive it, there's the Klali Torah, the general Torah that's given to all of the Jewish people, and there's the Prati Torah, the particular Torah that's given to us as individuals. We'll explore a little today what that could mean for us. So what I want to do is I want to imagine that our Dat Elyon, a higher consciousness, is Davik to the Shekhinah Mamish. It's connected to the Shekhinah. And it's got the light and the energy of the Shekhinah. The Shekhinah is connected to Kadosh Baruch Hu. And the light is flowing down from the highest worlds into our neshama. But we are so in our bodies. We are so in our ego consciousness, our Das Tachton. It's hard for us to attune to a higher light, to a deeper sensitivity. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to begin with a visualization. And the visualization is something that certain tzaddikim use, that there'll be a place in the forest where we can access our higher self. And we're going to go on a journey. It's going to involve doing our breath work for a few minutes to expand our consciousness. It's going to involve a visualization process to be able to move to a place where we can open ourselves in a deeper way. It's going to involve Av and Yira to expand and open the heart and all its dimensions. It's going to involve climbing a ladder, and it's a ladder of Kabbalos or Malchus Shemayim, a ladder of tshuva. And this is going to be a key mechanism we're going to use today. We're going to climb a ladder which has 10 rungs. And we're not going to do the climbing, Hashem is going to do the climbing. And each stage, we're simply going to ask permission to be lifted up to the higher rung. And to allow us to be granted permission, we're going to ask Hashem, what do we need to do tshuva on to be able to move up to the next level? What do we need tshuva on to move up to the next level? That means after the breathing and after the Av and Yira, we're going to stand at the bottom. We're going to know that on the top of the ladder is a Torah with no writing on it. That's our Torah, our neshama, ready to be taught a lesson. But we have to make a kinyan on that Torah. We have to be open up to receiving that Torah. That's our Dat Elyon, our highest consciousness, aligned with the divine in the deepest way. I'm going to stand at the bottom of the ladder. I'm going to say, Hashem, I want to climb to this top of this ladder, to be aware of your greatest light, whatever you most want to teach me, whatever you most want to reveal to me. But I have to go through 10 levels first, 10 rungs first. I have to attack in my guf, my yisoid, my hoid, my netzach. I have to go all the way up. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to think it too much. I'm going to say to be able to climb to the highest revelation to receive in a state of Ruach HaKodesh, divine inspiration, whatever light you want to give me, I'm going to remove all the 10 deepest levels of my blocks right now. I'm going to ask you, Hashem, you to do that for me. So I'm going to stand at the bottom on the floor. I'm going to say, Hashem, put into my mind right now anything in my life, at this point in my life, early in my life, all the way back, physically, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, anything I most need to do tshuva on. Anything I most need to take responsibility for. And whatever pops into your head, the first thing that pops into your head, accept it. Don't say, oh, that again. Oh, but I did tshuva on that already. Oh, but it wasn't really my fault. Take instant, complete responsibility. Instant, complete responsibility. That's part of the deal. Hashem, because I'm committing to take instant and complete responsibility, then send it to me and I won't push it away. I won't deny it. I'll find something to own and I'll step up to it. And then I want you to do tshuva. I want you to say, okay, I acknowledge this is something I can take responsibility for. And I feel regret that that happened. And I'm committing to doing my best with your help, Bezrat Hashem, never to do it again. With all your heart. With all your heart. And when then you trust that that's done and you allow Hashem to release that, light comes from above and releases it. And as it releases, you are now free and permission is granted to step up to the next rung and allow Hashem to raise you up to the next rung. Hashem will do it. You're open. And then say, Hashem, for the schus and that I should be able to raise higher to the Mashurish Neshama, to your light and revelation. I have 9 more to do. Hashem HaKadosh Baruch Hu. What's my next biggest block that I need to release, that I need to own, that I need to take responsibility for in my life? Whatever comes into your mind, accept it. Find something to work on. Take full responsibility for. Feel the regret. Feel the regret. Commit to, I never want to do that again. I want to change. I want to break through. I don't want to do that anymore. I take responsibility for it. And now Hashem release it. And then just see the lights, the waters, the Mei Tshuva, the waters of Tshuva come down to cleanse it. You have to trust that when you do this, Hashem will pour down light on you to release it and let it release and trust you releasing it to the best that you can, to the best that you can in this moment, to the best that you can. And then go up to the next one. We're going to keep climbing to the top. I don't care if that's going to take you an hour and a half. Great, let it take an hour and a half. And when we get to the 10, then we're going to open up our consciousness to Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu will be there, our Das Elyon, and we'll ask Moshe to teach us whatever we most need to hear from Hashem. So again, we're going to fix our intention. We're going to start with the breathing. We're going to awaken Ava and Yira. We're going to climb the ladder of Tshuva all the way to the top. There, we're going to meet Moshe Rabbeinu. And then we're going to ask to be guided and blessed with the light of Hashem, what we most need to hear. It's okay, I'm going to guide you through it. I'm not going to leave you. We're going to do it together. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Interesting. So let's go over the rules one more time. When we breathe, the breathing technique of the Baal Shem Tov is we see there's an infinite light of Hashem around us. The light of Hashem is all around us. We're immersed and swimming in the divine light, above to the highest worlds, all the way down to this world. And then we draw that light into us from a makif to panimi. We draw the light into us. We take a slow, deep inhale. And we see the light coming from the Or Ein Sof all around us into us. And as we inhale, when our lungs are full, then we see and feel it entering our the Moichen, the Chabad. Then we, as we're holding our breath, and we hold our breath more, and we see it come down and fill the heart and expand into the heart, the Chagat. And then we let it come down and more into the Nahim, all the way down into my lower torso to fill my whole body. And when I'm out of breath, and I exhale, and all comes back out of me, takes all the dross, all the weight, all the heaviness, all the stuckness out of me, all the blocks out of me, and it's all released back into source. And then I take an inhale again. I draw it in. So you slow, deep inhale, saying come into you, then hold your breath, fills your head, fills your heart, fills your torso. And then when your time's up, you exhale it all the way back to source. So it's in, hold, 1, 2, 3, out. In, hold, 1, 2, 3, out. We're going to do that for 10 minutes. And we're going to do Av and Yira. So I'm asking everyone right now to write on a pen and paper or in the box. You can use ones that you've used last time, ones early in the week. You can use new ones. I want you to choose 2 experiences of your life where you felt love, and 2 powerful love. You gave love, you received love, divine love, spiritual love, emotional love, and 2 experiences in your life where you felt reverence, awe, utter humility before something greater, person that's greater, nature, creation that's greater, standing before Hashem Mamish. I want you to take a couple minutes right now and decide 2 or 3 or 4 of fear, and 2 and 3 and 4 of love. Could be ones you're using for the first time today, could be ones you've used before. Take a minute or 2 to do that. Can you all hear that music? Great. Hold in there. Okay, wave your hand when you've got at least 2 loves and 2 fears. Give everyone a couple more moments. That's pretty good. Okay, fine. So the idea is it's just a Mekshava map. We begin with love. We paint that picture. We watch the video. We rewind and play. Then we go to the fear and the love and the fear. Some people find just to keep doing the same one. Some people find love 1, fear 1, love 2, fear 2. So you're really moving between 4. The first stages, as I'll talk you through it, is just to rewind and play, rewind and play. The second stage is to be aware that these moments of tremendous love and moments of tremendous awe were consciously, willfully generated by Hashem to give us these experiences. And they are just a drop of, of the physical sense of the ultimate spiritual experience of love and awe, of expansion and contraction. And the third is to then just fall into the abstract oscillation of that I am nothing and ultimately humbled, which allows me to become one with the infinite, which allows me to be humbled by that and the oscillation through that more and more. And you can empower that as well with the divine names, the 2 names of love and awe. Yud Segel, Hey Segel, Vav Segel, and Hey Segel is the divine name of love. And the divine name of all is Yud Shva, Hey Shva, Vav Shva, and Hey Shva. So we're going to allow ourselves to experience that for 10 minutes. So first the breathing, and then the Avanira. And then we're going to walk to the place of the ladder. We're going to move with a visualization to the place of a ladder. When we get to the ladder, we're going to look up to the ladder, and we're going to realize that Moshe Rabbeinu, our higher consciousness, is at the top. That Hashem has a secret to reveal, but we are willing to hear, to experience the message of Hashem, and we are willing to release 10 levels of our most heavy levels, whatever we have to release that are getting in the way. We're going to ask Hashem to show us what we need to release. Ask Hashem to show it to us, and we commit to releasing them. We're also going to practice Kabbalah's or Malchus Shemayim. I'm willing to take on that yoke. I'm willing to take on responsibility. I'm willing to dissolve myself to be able to raise higher. Dissolve my ego to raise higher. I'm going to step up all those stairs one at a time. I'll talk you through when we get there, but remember, you don't have to climb the stairs. You have to ask to be taken up the stairs. Whatever comes to you, you are willing to accept and take responsibility for. Sometimes it happens that things that come to us are not from us, it's from other people in the group. But we don't want to use that idea as a way to not take full responsibility for the work we can do. So let's do our best to take responsibility for ourselves. If we do that a few times and that's clear, there really is nothing else, don't kid yourself, then you're welcome to lift up the group. You can check the group. If anyone needs lifting, and clear for them and lift them up as well, whatever that means to you. Finally, we get to the top. We do Kashvus with Moshe Rabbeinu. V'yaminu b'Hashem of Moshe Avdai. We believe in it. Moshe is the channel to this day to receive the Torah in this world. Panimis of Torah comes Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, who himself is a Gilgul of Moshe Rabbeinu. So as we connect to him, we ask him to be a channel and to receive the light of what revelation we need from the Torah above. We ask Hashem through this holy work that we should be able to reveal what we need to reveal and understand what we need to understand for our own avodas Hashem. Okay, that's the plan. Last opportunity for questions, for comments. As always, do the best to stick to the script, but if there's something else you need to do, you'll go with the flow. Everyone turn on your disco lighting like Jennifer before we begin. Overwhelming. Overwhelming is just fear, Eliza. And you can say shalom to the fear. What are you overwhelmed about? Do you have expectations? Does it have particular needs? So you can tell it there's no needs, there's no pressure, just Islamdus. We're just allowing ourselves to explore. Maybe something will happen, maybe nothing will happen, maybe we'll get tired and fall asleep half the way through. It won't be the end of the world if that happens. So overwhelming just means there's expectations. If you acknowledge the expectations and address the expectations, then you can come back to having a fun adventure with us all. That's all. Sham Neged Haha. The Jewish people arrived before the mountain. Ki ish echad belev echad, as one people with one heart. So we're going to begin this process now. Let me just get my volumes right. Can you hear me okay? And can you hear the music okay? I'll try turning up a little bit more. Can you still hear me okay? Can you still hear the music okay? Thumbs up from Julie. Julie's dog. Bacha, without Julie's dog. So go on a journey together. Let's begin by closing our eyes. Should take a minute or two just to settle yourself however you're doing in a simple way. Pop some bubbles. Let's begin together now in the desert, in the Midbar. Walking through the desert like it's a dream. The hot sun, the sand, the mystical, barren, open, pure, pristine place of the desert. See yourself walking there. And see yourself walking surrounded by this whole chavura right now. Chavaya Kadisha. And many, many thousands and millions of other great souls walking with us. It's not so hot. You're not so tired, you have strength. You're walking like you're walking on air, blessed, guided, held. The light of the sun shining on you is the light of the divine, radiating light and love around you and within you. As you walk through the desert towards the mountain. Pure blessing and abundance all around you and within you. You're not hungry. You're not thirsty. It's a sense of freedom, of destiny. There's a silence, but a joy as everybody walks together as one. Ish echad b'lev echad. No one knows where they're going, and everybody knows where they're going. No one knows what's about to happen, and everyone knows what's about to happen. There's a magic to walking through that space. And move towards the mountain. Clouds surround the mountain. Just overwhelming awe and reverence, the presence of that mountain. The presence of that space is just extraordinary. There's no words. And everybody spreads out in that place, finds their own space to just be. Be aware of the infinite sky above you. There's smoke and lightning around the mountain. The energy of the lightning just flashes through you like a divine X-ray reading your soul. You feel vulnerable but open. Another flash of light, and you are known. Another flash of light, and you are known. Somehow that's okay. And you are alone there, but one with everybody at the same time. I want you to spread the light of your heart out to everybody around that mountain. Every man, woman, and child. Every tribe. Every different perspective, understanding of the creation, of the Creator. See a matrix of interconnecting lights, lines connecting all your hearts and souls together. How pure, how held, how unified, how singular, how illuminated. One collective, one combined consciousness, one kli kibble, vessel, heart, open to the mysteries of the infinite, open to receive more for ourselves and each other in the world, for ourselves, for each other, and the world. Be aware of how much more there must be from the source of everything that we don't understand. How much more abundance and blessing that we haven't yet accessed. On behalf of yourselves, on behalf of the collective, give yourself permission to yearn for it now. To be more connected, to have more understanding, to be a part of a greater blessing, to be more aligned with the truth, to be a channel for all of that from us to the world. Give yourself permission to want it with all your heart. Ki ish echad b'lev echad. Practice Kabbalah Sol Malchus Shemayim right now. I'm willing to let go of everything, Nase V'Nishma. All my egos, all my perceptions, all my understandings. I'm willing to melt it and release it all in a moment right now. And give myself higher and deeper to the truth. Commit to that right now. Let it all collapse and release. Just stand clearer. I'm willing to do whatever I can to connect to that on a higher level. To release whatever I must. To release everything within me that is not the light itself. To collapse everything within me that's not the light itself. I don't need therapy. I don't need years of training and reconditioning. I don't need a new medicine, a new drug. Shem, you can do it all. You can do it all in this moment. All I can do is tell you that is my attention. That is my intention. That's all I can do. And be willing to let it all go and to trust that Hashem can wash it all away in that moment. Feel the power of the collective as one, all yearning, all releasing, all yearning, all releasing together. Be aware that Moshe is ascending. There's lightning. There's shofar. The sound of the shofar is growing around the camp. And the lightning, and the thunder, and the shofar blowing, it shatters our ego. It shatters our holding on to reality. It's all flashing and releasing. Flashing and sparking, releasing. And we sense the ascending of Moshe, our higher consciousness, up to the top of the mountain. Up to the pinnacle. Up to the peak. That's part of our consciousness is now ascended to above. And the light of Torah is shining into Moshe now. The light of Torah is shining into Moshe now. Up there, up there. He's angelic in his perfection of mind, heart, and body. His body lives on a divine frequency. The highest frequency that matter can embody, so pure. He's lived with such pure dedication to divine, of love and compassion, of goodness, with the Esespheros. That's the purity he's access. In a moment, that's the purity we'll ask to access as well. And there's a yearning of our neshama to raise up to that as well. To know that knowing, the understanding above understanding, the wisdom beyond all wisdom, the love more than the heart can contain, the answers beyond needing the answers at all. And other neshamas are ascending around us. Time has begun for us to ascend as well. Allow your body to relax. You don't need it for the next few minutes. Just as a subtle hum to hold space for us as we raise ours and it up as well. We're going to be able to go on a journey right now to join Moshe at the top of the mountain. We're going to commit right now, Hashem, whatever there is that you can reveal to me, that I can know, that I can experience, that will heal and bless me, give me more clarity to serve you better in my life, to align with you deeper in my life. Guide me, teach me, show me, and guide me, teach me, and show me how to release everything that separates me from you, to know you now and forever in the deepest way. Let's climb the mountain together. First, we're going to flood our body with so much light that the body is set free to rise as well. I want you to see the light at the top of the mountain and beyond, surrounding you, coming down around you. I want you to inhale that in as deep as you can right now. I want you to hold your breath, let it fill your head, let it fill your heart, let it fill your torso, and then exhale it all back out, releasing everything from your body, everything you've been holding from a lifetime or from lifetimes, and send it back up the mountain and beyond to source. Begin your process, the Baal Shem Tov's breathing technique now. Inhaling the light into you. When your lungs are full, you hold it within you and you see it expanding into the mind, Chabad, expanding into the heart, Chagat, expanding into lower torso, Nahim, letting it saturate all your being. And then when you need to exhale, exhaling it all the way up and out, all the way back to source. Everything returns, everything is released. And fold that over into the deepest inhale, seeing all the infinite light of the Or Ein Sof, all the Shef, all the Chayas, floating down into your being again. As the light floods you, you can sense what frequency it is, what sphere it is, what color it is, if it helps. Descend down into your being, expanding your consciousness, cleansing and opening your consciousness, expanding and opening your heart, releasing the burden, releasing the burden of all you're carrying, expanding down to your stomach, releasing, healing and releasing, settling, and then sending it all back to source, flying up with it. And when you start again, drawing it down and in, as it's within your mind and in your heart and your body, you also can be aware it's also outside of you and surrounding you. Light is around you and within you. It's purifying the best vessel from the outside and the inside. Kli chitzon, kli panim. Surrender more and more to the light. There's nothing else you have to do but surrender more and more to the love coming in and everything else released and going out. Give yourself permission to let the light heal you and trust that it can. I trust that's all I need. The Schos of the Tzaddikim, about Shem Tov HaKodesh, when doing his meditation, his light is being breathed into us too. Ruach HaPeinu. Schos of Moshe Rabbeinu, channeling that light to us in every generation. Breathe in that light of Torah, that light of divine revelation. Let it fill our being until it is our being. There's no part of your mind it doesn't reach, no part of your heart it doesn't reach, no part of your body and your burden it doesn't reach. And let it all go back to source. 10 more seconds of breathing, and we're going to move to Av and Yod. Okay, finish this cycle. As we're about to take the next step, I want you to accept upon yourself, Kabbalah Sol Malchus Shemayim. You're willing and intend to give yourself entirely over to Hashem and release everything within you that's not aligned with that right now. You're willing to do the right thing, believe the right thing, align with the highest truth, your highest truth and the highest truth. You accept to release everything that is not aligned with that right now. Intention is enough. Don't overstrain it. Trust that that's enough for now. Wonderful. I have a year. I want you to begin with the first memory of love. Use your imagination in this pristine, open state of consciousness now. What was that memory? What was that experience? Was it day or night? Were you with someone else? Were you alone? What awakened the love? Tell yourself that whole story. All the details, all the light, where you felt it in your body, what you could see, hear what sounds were around you. Smell, taste, touch, physical sense. What was the peak moment in that experience where that love was awakened? Trust that that is as real now as it was then. When you get to the fullness of that experience, rewind it back to the beginning and play again. Hashem didn't want you to know that love only one time. That was a memory, an energetic access point. It can be opened at any time. That's why it was given. Portal to infinite love that could be accessed at any time. With the power of your attention, while fulfilling its purpose and becoming aware of that. When you're ready, go to fear, yira, awe, reverence, bring up that memory. Day or night, inside, outside. What were you responding to? What was the pinnacle awareness that brought you to that feeling? Rewind and play, rewind and play. And as you're ready, move to the love. If you want the second memory of love, you just want the first memory of love. Don't overthink it, go with it. It's an intention to connect to love. Every 10, 12 seconds, fear, reverence, or 10, 12 seconds back to love. Begin that process now. fall deep into love, fall deep into reverence and humility. To be humbled and reduced before something good and beautiful is a privilege. It's true context, how much beautiful and infinite good there really is. That's beyond me. It's okay to be humbled towards goodness. And as you continue to oscillate, become aware that each of these is just filled with light. Be aware that Hashem is literally creating that moment of love and everything about that dynamic. And the fact that that moment came about, see it filled with light. Overlay the divine name, Yud, Hey, Vav, and Hey. Yud and Hey and Vav and Hey in that space. Oh, that was from you, Hashem. So I would know a drop of your infinite love. And that fear, that awe, that reverence, oh, that was from you, Hashem. Fill that with light as well, a different kind of light, of divine reverence, Yud Shva, Hey Shva, Vav Shva, and Hey Shva. And allow yourself to feel so humbled, so reduced. It's such a relief to feel humbled. Something so infinitely greater beyond me. Wow. Oh Hashem. And allow that expansion and contraction to continue. Now let your memories fade away, dissolve away, and just keep oscillating at the same speed to the infinite light of the divine, just releasing into and becoming one with it, and then being humble before the infinity of it all, the infinitude of it all. Who am I to have any connection to the divine, which is so beautiful and perfect? Be humble. And then you're so reduced, you've released yourself of all ego, and you really are connected to the infinite, and you expand again. Infinitely greater, infinitely smaller, which allows you to be infinitely greater again. Only if you feel compelled to inhale for the love and to exhale for the fear. If not, don't try it. Don't overthink it. Keep expanding more, contracting more. Yud, hey, love, and hey, and Yud, and hey, and vav, and hey. I want you to, when you're ready, start going back to the breathing right now. Go back fully into the breathing. Inhale in, let it fill you with love and fear, and then exhale it all back out now. 2 more minutes of breathing now. Okay, we're coming back to normal breathing, putting all our attention on just being in this moment right now. Let your mind just wander for a moment. Be present in the moment. You're standing at the bottom of the mountain, and the top is the highest revelation, Hashem pouring out his wisdom and knowledge. See the mountain now as a ladder in front of you. There's 10 steps up this ladder to the top to stand with Moshe Rabbeinu in the light of divine revelation, to know everything that needs to be known. I want you to tell Hashem right now that you are Makabel Malchus Shemayim. You're willing to take off everything and anything you've carried from this life and all lives, from yourself, of your family, of those around you. You release it all. You set the intention to release everything now, every block, every issue, from directing that place of revelation, every point of ego, every fear, every point of trauma, every goal, every expectation that's false, that's needless. Let it all drop away. Here we go right now. There's 10 rungs in this ladder in front of you. You're standing on the ground. Put your hands on the ladder firmly. Ask Hashem right now, what are the 10 things I most need to release, each one a rung, that you will lift me up this mountain, that you will carry me up this ladder? You're willing to take responsibility for anything and everything that you can, authentically, and do your best to authentically Commit and release that from your heart, from your energy field, from all of your being. Start on the first round. Hashem, you are opening your heart. Tell me what I most need to do tshuva on. Tell me what I'm carrying and most need to release. And we'll do that right now. When it comes to you, say thank you. Acknowledge that it's true. Feel regret for it with all your heart. Find an authentic place to say, I'm going to commit to never doing that again, and what that's going to look like and how that's going to be. And then see the light come down the ladder from Shemayim above and release it from you, wash it away. As that happens, allow Hashem to take you up to the next rung of the ladder and do it again. 10 times. Begin that process now. Make sure you wash it away, send it down to the ground. Everything you let go of, let it wash away to the ground and wash away. And allow yourself to be lifted to the next rung above. Higher and higher. Higher and higher. Whatever comes to you, trust that's relevance. Find a point to take responsibility for it. Begin to do the work. Regret it. I don't want to. I wish that I hadn't done that. I know it wasn't the right thing to do. Trust that when you regret it, that when you own it, you open up a mechanism of release within yourself and all of the worlds. In yourself and all of the worlds. And when you throw that baggage off, when it begins to release, you just rise naturally. You rise naturally. You are the light. There's nothing to hold you back. You rise to the next rung. Higher and higher. Allow it to wash away and release. Trust that it's enough. Ask Hashem to cleanse it for you. Don't overthink it. It's an effortless process. It's just the power of it. Intention is enough. and then go higher, then go higher. Moshe Rabbeinu is waiting at the top in a state of prophecy, of revelation, of Nevuah, of Ruach HaKodesh. Tremendous shefa of Chachma is pouring down. We want to be in that light, and we're willing to release everything that keeps us stuck below once and for all. Release more and go higher. Don't get caught in it. If you get caught in it, just laugh and give it a hug. Give it a kiss and say, set you free. And ask its tzaddik to come and help you, its tzaddikas to come and help you if you're caught. They'll just come and lift the burden off, the clipper off, and you'll go higher. Remember the secret. You are the light. You always were the light. Just the mud got stuck on us. But when the Mea Chachma, the Mea Das, when the water pours down on the mud, it just releases and washes away, and then we naturally lift ourselves up. We naturally elevate to the next level. We return to who we are, higher frequency, higher light. You never needed that. You never were that. It's just a process of refining and remembering and refining. Give yourself 1 more minute to release as much as you can. Higher and release and higher and release. If breathing helps you, if love and fear helps you, if using the divine name helps you, if you want to pull somebody else up a rung that you feel is caught there, just don't take it so seriously. Smile, you're okay, you're going higher. There's Moshe Rabbeinu just above now. You didn't realize it, but you climbed all you needed to climb. Okay. And you begin to take 3 Baal Shem Tov breaths right now and let it all wash away. Trust that we did all that we could. I want you to look above you and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The light of Moshe Rabbeinu, the light of Hashem coming down. See the light at the end of the tunnel. And just choose to head towards that light right now. And in that light is the message you most need to hear from a Kadosh Baruch Hu only, no other source but Hashem, channeled through the light of Moshe Rabbeinu. We move down that tunnel towards the light. That wisdom, that clarity, that blessing, that healing is all there. Whatever needs to be revealed to you. Don't overthink it. You may be conscious of it. You may see it. You may hear it. It may just be there. Get a download later. We're moving towards the light right now. 10, 9, 8. The light of Torah is there. 7. The light of all of Kabbalah is there. 6. All of divine wisdom. 5. Kol HaTorah Kula. 4. The light of Atik. 3. The light of Keda Elyon. 2. The light of the Or Ein Sof. 1. And you're in that revelation, receiving it now. You are the one with the light is one with you, you are the one with God, God is one with you. Just be in that. Everything else is new. Moshe Rabbeinu is with you, doing whatever healing couldn't need to be done. Take a moment now for your own prayers, for yourself, for anybody else that needs it. 1 minute of your own prayers. Be aware of a sense of gratitude just for exploring this work with good people in a sincere way. And we're beginning to come down the ladder now. Come down the mountain now. See yourself walking down the ladder, walking down the mountain. But the light comes with you. Light comes with you down the mountain. Light comes with you down the ladder. You draw that light and wisdom with you to your family, to each other, to the world, whoever needs it most, whoever needs it least. There's enough light for everyone. Coming back to your place at the bottom of the mountain, as all together at the bottom of the mountain, but now the light above the mountain is below the mountain. We're all illuminated. Being aware now, we're all in our houses, our homes, and we're all illuminated. Bring the light from the desert, the room you're in right now, to your family, to your house, to your people, to your communities. To your bodies, to your jobs, to your family, to your parents, to your children, to your work, to your play. What's one thing you want to change now, you're willing to change now, with this light of clarity, this strength and purpose, with the eyes and heart to see? Make a commitment if it aligns with truth, aligns with Hashem. Take one more minute now for your own prayer and settling of your mind. Gentle awareness. And I count from 10 to 1. When I get to 1, I want you to just lay down, rest your body for 3 minutes. Don't think about anything. Don't think about meditation. Let your mind wander. Just let your whole body relax and release and integrate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just rest your body. Lay down if you can. Close your eyes. Whatever you've done was enough. Just an opening. It's just exploration. It's just a curiosity. Islamdus. When you're ready, come back to your chair upright. Be with us together as we close this circle experience. Wow. Can everybody turn on their microphone for me, please? Everyone turn on their microphone for me, please. Your cameras too, if you can. Well, that was a powerful experience for me. I could feel a lot of energy there. So thanks for that. I'd like everyone to share exactly 2 sentences. One sentence, and then another sentence of anything at all about your experience. Menachem, you go first.
So there was a point like on the ladder that I did teshuvah like on Mahu Shamayim on something. And then slowly and slowly other stuff came up and like he said, no, in a way that was the route towards this other stuff, like the domino effect.
Right.
And the images came up and they just started to lift me up by itself to the top of the mountain. And then I was just there. It was like
Was it nice up there?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Okay. Thank you, Menachem.
Thank you.
Jill, will you share something with us?
Yeah, that was spectacular again. I did find this time on the ladder, there was moments that I felt like I was getting stuck, but it was the commitment mixed with then I would take the Baal Shem Tov breath, and that was just, that hit the spot and just cleansed it and immediately was able to go up.
That's spectacular. What was it like at the top of the mountain for you?
Oh my goodness, phenomenal. I heard something that brought healing to a lot of years of my life.
Baruch Hashem. Thrilled to hear. Jennifer, will you share something with us about your experience?
Oh my God, it was incredible. So I felt very embarrassed to like thinking of coming towards Moshe Rabbeinu. I was starting to get nervous and embarrassed and not so much afraid, but it shook me. It shook me. Like I didn't feel worthy. But once I pushed myself and went there, it felt really, really good. I felt like right here. And it took me a second to even, because I questioned these thoughts, like, we create, our imagination, we're creating these things in our minds and everything. But then that kiss, I felt like it took me a minute to even realize it was there. I'm like, wait a second, I feel something. And it was amazing. It was amazing.
Hashem. But Morgenstern says at the beginning, it's not real. What we're doing is imagining things for sure. But by imagining things, we're aligning our higher consciousness to really then create those things. Then you feel it when it's only hits amtut, it suddenly becomes a real experience. Thank you for sharing, Jennifer. Solomon, you want to play?
Yes, that was very deep. I don't know why I always take these classes in coffee shops, so it's very complicated to meditate. And I always turn off the Zoom and I go to my house. But today I decided to to keep going. And wow, I mean, I was crying. I don't know if people here and noticed in the coffee shop, but I got some messages from the lyrics of the music. I don't know if that counts, but I was listening to Lenny Kravitz on the speaker, and some of the lyrics popped up. Like sometimes it said, "I'm gonna take you higher and higher and higher." And, and
You're
at the
raising
end,
the sparks of Lenny Kravitz.
yeah. And at the end, when Hashem gave me the message, it said, "I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you." So I don't know if that's just my imagination, but
Take it in.
yeah. But I don't know. For me, the Hava part, it's very strong. Like every
Right.
time I do that, like thinking about my kids or something, it's very powerful.
Very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to let love rule, as Lenny Kravitz once said. Hava, Vava. Okay, my friend. Sophie, do you want to share something? Two
Felt
lines. Yeah,
felt very intimate and like realigning. I don't know. I don't have the words.
good. They're the best words. Bracha, 2 sentences.
Yes, so the visual of being in the desert and walking took me right back to the Pesach Seder, because I had a very strong Seder being in the desert. And when you said, we're walking together in tandem, we're one heart, one person, it was like all of us came together, all of us in this group. And we all just turned into one body, and then we became the mountain. And when Moshe Rabbeinu was at the top, it was like all my whole ancestral lineage, like came like from beyond Moshe Rabbeinu, like all the way down, perfect clarity. I mean, like my grandfather's name is Moshe, and like I just felt like connected. And I saw Chaya Levitz. Is she still here? When you said, see somebody else who needs help, and she and I were sort of like at the top giggling, like, oh, we were giggling. And then
you've done your 2 sentences. You've done your two sentences. Anything else to share with us?
Yeah, the gift was like I knew I had the gift. I already had it all along. So thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Let's stick to 2 sentences, my friends. I want to hear so much. Hannah, will you share 2 sentences with us?
Yes. The first wonderful feeling was also being with everybody else, feeling that I'm with everyone who has the same potential in their neshama for what we want. It was like this amazing unity, amazing unity. Going up the ladder, I literally saw 10 sacks on my back. And I was told, okay, now you can throw that one away. And of course you get lighter. And with each sack that I was able to throw away. And then when we went from contraction to expansion, I did the astral flying. And as I come back down to earth, and this littlest thing is a seed. And I'm saying to myself, I'm just this tiny little apple seed. And yet we know what can grow out of a tiny little thing because of Hashem's energy and miracles. And I just saw myself flourishing out of the seed. And it was all light, just petals of light, trees of light, anything that grows. But it was all that substance. It was light.
May you continue to keep flourishing, kind of. Let me move on to Abigail. I see Sophie saying the experience is just now sinking into my physical body, tears of gratitude. Yes, Abigail, 2 sentences.
Very deep for me. Felt like a lot of release, just already from the beginning. I was falling, I was crying from the beginning. And I felt like for a lot of it, like I was somewhere else. Like I wasn't asleep. I was very, very present, but I wasn't even like following all of the meditation. I was just somewhere else. Don't know where or how to explain that. And a lot of energy just coming through me. A lot of energy.
Okay. Eliza, 2 sentences.
There were a lot of emotions. Some of them were extraordinary. The love part, I just so amazing. The love part. When we were going up the ladder, some of it was hard to look at what was being told to me, and there was part of me that didn't believe it. I would be able to get past that, but I did see light come through me and wash it away. And when I got to the top, it told me that I have so much potential. And I know. And it's just, I'm left with, will I actually get there? He wants me to daven more and to get more disciplined and more structured and not waste so much time with shtus. And
It's good advice.
I hope I could do it.
Bezrat Hashem. Bezrat Hashem. We've got Aviva and Julie, and we're done. Aviva,
It was
2 sentences
beautiful.
first.
It was amazing. And, the idea of, releasing stuff, and it just felt like automatically like an elevator has been lifted up. And when you said to help out people around, I felt like I'm pulling people up. And I sort of got feeling of understand that I need to commit to be respectful when people are disrespectful to me, and just stay respectful to myself and be humble. So it's beautiful.
Wonderful. Julie, last but not least.
For me, it was another, just kind of like Abigail had expressed, being in this consciousness and just being held and really leaving my body, being in a, hearing everything, but not being present. It was really, really beautiful. And what happens to me often, and I wonder, like my chin was twitching, my left eyebrow was twitching. I was having like releases in my right arm.
Let the light do its thing. Let the light do its thing. Let it
That's
cleanse
what?
what needs to be cleansed. Let the light do its thing. Let it cleanse
Yeah.
what needs to cleanse, let it release what
Yeah.
needs to release, whatever tension we're holding, energies around us.
Mhm.
Just let it do what it needs to do.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Thank
Your
you.
body comes back to equilibrium. Okay. So Matan Torah came early this year, and now you know what you're in for tomorrow night. When you're praying, when you're learning, when you're getting to that time of dawn, you can enter into what you just did a little of the breathing, a little of the love and awe, a little of the tshuva, Kabbalah Solmako Shemayim, the Naseh V'Nishma. Allow yourself to ascend. Align yourself with Moshe Rabbeinu. And say, Hashem, I want to receive your Torah this year. Try it and see what happens. Hashem should bless you in Ruchnis and Gashmis. Have a wonderful Yom Tov, my friends.